sisters and brothers, comrades, tomorrow, or from tonight at 9:30, the RMT and TSSA are calling a 48-hour strike to defend jobs and services on the underground. We're calling this strike because what we are facing is 950 job losses. We are facing the closure of every single ticket office, despite the fact that 3/4 of Londoners want the ticket offices to remain open. We are also fighting the cutbacks that will mean that disabled people, visually impaired people, women will be disadvantaged when they travel because of the lack of staff on the stations. What you haven't heard from the Evening Standard is that in 3 years' time, after the protection of earnings ceases, the average member of our staff will take a pay cut of between £5,000 and £10,000 a night. In this rag in the Evening Standard tonight, they basically are saying that working men and women should not be getting £30,000, £40,000 or £50,000 a year. We should go back to the Victorian times maybe, where we doff our cap, we call people sir and madam, and we accept pittance as wages. The RMT got off its knees years ago to fight. We will not get back on our knees. We will fight these cuts until we win. The attack on RMT is an attack on all workers in London and throughout the country. If they push our standard of living back, they will come for every section of worker, and there'll be a race to the bottom as far as wages and conditions go, and we will fight that. We have seen the attacks on postal workers, on firefighters, on council workers, and basically we have had to take a cut in our living standards while the bankers and the City of London have been given billions of pounds. The richest 1,000 people in this country have seen their income go up by 37 billion. They are sitting literally on a pile of gold while we are being told we have to take a cut in our conditions. It's time to build a resistance. It's time to organise strikes, localised general strikes and a national general strike to defend the conditions of working people in this country. We also must fight for a change politically as well. Apparently Boris Johnson has been on the news tonight. One of my members has just phoned me up saying strikes should be illegal if 51% of people don't vote. Well, actually then that makes all of our elected politicians illegal, because none of them have ever received 51% of the vote. We must resist the attacks on one section of workers, setting workers against each other. We must unite, stand shoulder to shoulder until we win a victory. Our union stands for the question of handing over the means of production to working people for socialist change in society. There is an alternative to neoliberalism. There's a question of nationalised industry under the control of working people democratically to provide a service for the people of London, not a service run for profit. Thank you, comrades.